Title: Meryl Streep and company playing a high-stakes game of chicken with SAG-AFTRA, calling for a major power-up. TLDR, Meryl Streep, Jennifer Lawrence, and a solid squad of over 300 actors are calling out SAG-AFTRA, claiming that their union's mojo has hit the dirt. They're threatening to strike unless their demands are met in their new contract. Inflation, growth of streaming content, AI regulation, and seismic changes in pay and media residuals are some of the biggies on the table. Could this be the dawn of a Hollywood revolution? Full story. Meryl Streep, Jennifer Lawrence, and an army of 300 actors strong have inked a strongly worded letter to SAG-AFTRA's leadership and negotiating committee. Their message: it's time to amp up the volume. They've reached their boiling point and they're not just ready to spill the tea, they're threatening to upend the whole teacart. The collective beef. A decade of erosion of wages, craft, creative freedom, and union power, and a hint that the union's leadership might not be willing to make the same sacrifices its members are. Sound like drama to you? That's Hollywood. The actors' communique comes hot on the heels of Union President Fran Drescher's video message describing the contract talks as extremely productive. Seems the actors may have a different screenplay in mind. The question is, who's going to blink first? The timing is certainly interesting, coinciding as it does with the ongoing writers' strike which kicked off in May. The actors' demands include wrestling with the giant of inflation and the rampaging beast that is streaming content, calling for a tectonic shift in pay and residuals. But that's not all. Their manifesto goes on to talk about restoring dignity to the casting process by regulating self-tapes. Remember when self-tapes were just a cute, pandemic-induced novelty? One more bomb they dropped. The need to regulate artificial intelligence. Seems the actors want to ensure they're not only well compensated for their work used to train AI, but also retain control over their likenesses. Got to wonder how deep that rabbit hole goes, don't you? The group makes it clear that they're not up for settling, and they fear that anything less than a transformative deal will leave the union in a weak position for future negotiations. A whopping 97.9% of SAG-AFTRA members are on board with striking, if it comes to that. Quite the united front, wouldn't you say? The star-studded list of signees includes Quinta Brunson, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Amy Poehler, and many more, and their bottom line is simple: they're ready to strike rather than compromise on these key points. So, what do you think? Are we on the brink of a Hollywood revolution? What could this mean for the future of entertainment? Could the dominoes start to fall in other industries as well? Your move, SAG-AFTRA. Check or checkmate?